As you can imagine, I am very happy to be here. And this is, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience with Kickstarter for our project Blasphemous. A little bit about us. We made a point-and-click adventure called The Last Dog, and that was our first indie title. And it didn't actually sell very well, so we managed to leave for some time, but we didn't break super even and have enough money for another project. So we have problems to fund this new game. So, but it did actually connect very, very heavily with some interesting amount of people. So that was actually cool and very helpful for this new project. And let's talk a little bit about this approach we took for this. We knew we had money coming from The Last Dog to fund like 6 months of Blasphemous. So after 6 months, we knew we were gonna be run out of money. So we knew we wanted to go to Kickstarter again, and we actually did this. We prioritized the working on the game for the aesthetics of the game, because we were knew that we knew that we were doing a proposition of value to our audience and the potential new audience, and this was going to be very visual. So we focused a lot on the aesthetics when making this first 6 months of the development. And then we had a very solid playable prototype. It's haven't been yet released to the public, but it's been very helpful to make the video content. We show in the campaign and all the animated GIFs in the social networks and in the campaign itself. And then later, for the negotiation with the publisher, we did actually happen during the campaign. That was like super stressful, because just the campaign on itself is very hard work, and then you have to wait until people get up in North America and then have Skype conversation with them. So it's very, very stressful. And then another key aspect, we were advised by our friends in Sevilla for Aquí. We are making the present soul game. Not to make a video-only content, because that was their approach. They didn't have anything of the game made, so they just make a lot of nice-looking graphics and edited a super cool video on Adobe Premiere, and that was all. And then we started from scratch working the game when they were funded on Kickstarter. So they say, okay, don't do that, because there's going to be this huge gap between the moment you success in the campaign and you can start showing up to your backers some progress, and it's going to be painful. And so what we did was, everything you see in the campaign and in the video is recorded from Unity. It's either gameplay, actually working, or game. Sorry?
How many people you are in the team?
We are 5 in-house and 3 outsourced people. Yeah. So everything we did for the campaign are assets that are game ready and either are already implemented or are going to be useful when they come, we have time to put it inside the playable prototype. All the animations are gameplay, are game ready. Okay, so anything we did for the campaign is going to go waste. So the video, have you seen the video? Does anyone haven't seen it? Just yeah, just because we're have you seen it? Just I will show you a little bit of it. So the opening. So this opening was added to the trailer 48 hours of the campaign. Let's keep all the dates ahead. During this sequence, you can actually hear some bells that are actually real bells from churches in Sevilla.
Was there any real programming in the capture of the video?
Yeah, it's a playable prototype.
So it was absolutely playable?
Not everything. Okay, so we have like the playable prototype. We capture footage from there and we use that like for half of the sequences, and the other half they were made in the they were going to be implemented, but then we just put it inside Unity, and using Unity timeline we make fake animator components and stuff. So it's like half there. But the most important thing is that everything, all the hours we put into making the video assets are not going to waste later. Okay, so then you have like this. So that was super funny, right? So this is the results of the campaign, and almost 10,000 people involved if we count the ones that came in the last days. Coming from PayPal, and the exact 666% of whom involved. So the preparation for this was very thorough. I myself, I'm the producer and business / marketing / everything that is not actually making the game. And I worked a lot, especially on building a strong social presence. I have the goal of having 5,000 followers on each Twitter and Facebook before the campaign launches. I didn't actually achieve this goal. It was like 4,500, something like that. And we were, for 3 months before the campaign, we were making daily posts with very visual content, all animated GIFs. And at the last month, we ran a Thunderclap campaign that was very Thunderclap. That was very helpful and make us achieve a trending topic on launch. That was huge. Then we have very high quality updates, high quality in terms of revealing very interesting stuff about the game. The questions that I suspect that people was going to have about the design of the game, I answered this question through the updates with a lot of insights about our proposition of value, because most of it wasn't already implemented in the game. So it's like, oh, we want to do that exactly like that, but if they don't work, we want to try this and this. And then we have pre-releases and mostly, tons of written content made ahead of time. Then we have this Discord server with a fun group of volunteers that we gather through Twitter and Facebook. And these people were super helpful. They review all our English communication, because English is not our first language and we make a lot of mistakes. So we have a lot of people from the UK that voluntarily read everything before we go public with it, and that was super helpful. and they actually challenged themselves to try to let's put this GIF, the first one in EM Word. Okay, let's do that, and they go and they actually did it in a couple of times, and they rise post in Reddit to a very high position. They do a lot of crazy stuff, and that came for free, and just by talking to them and motivating them, they just did wonderful things for us. Then we make an effort to have an early draft of the Kickstarter page very early, so we could show all friends in the industry and everyone that we think could provide some feedback. We show it to them, and then we have enough time to make iterations on this. The guys in Kickstarter, the partner Anya, was very helpful with the feedback. And then the Thunder campaign on launch day was very helpful to make a lot of noise. This is a quick recap of everything that happened. The launch was amazing. We have a reach of 1 million people in Thunderclap with 1,000 supporters. A couple of them were influencers, YouTubers that had a lot of reach. And that caused a trending topic on Twitter, and it was amazing. So the video game press organically published a lot of articles about the game. We had a problem with the platform for press releases, so I was unable to send any press release about the campaign. And by the time this problem fixed, I was already in all media, all major video game blog, and there was something that happened, and it was super cool. Then during this middle part, everything goes quiet, and then you start thinking, okay, that's it, that's all I'm gonna get. But at the same time, something that you probably didn't see from the outside is that the publishers start asking about the game. Like by the second day, we start receiving emails from publishers saying, okay, this looks very cool, do you have the rights with somebody already? Let's discuss this. So in this time, apart from the campaign, I was having meetings with these guys, and because I wanted Blasphemous to go multi-platform, but I couldn't possibly say on my own, we're gonna go these ports, because we are a very little team, only 2 programmers. Neither of these 2 programmers has experience with consoles, so never promise something you are not totally sure you can do. So we didn't say anything sure about consoles until we knew for sure it was going to happen. So we made these negotiations, and by the end of this point here, we decide for one publisher, sign up with them and prepare the official announcements for consoles. And then it went crazy again and start another bump. Super cool. It worked very well. And then we move a little bit further, and we have this donkey guy who is a YouTuber. He made an E3 summary, and for some reason he put Blasphemous there, and that caused a very huge bump. And from there is we ran a yellow ad campaign, which is a company that specializes in advertising for Kickstarter. Because at this time the E3 has started, and then like all the press was just everything in the social media and the press was just E3 games, trailers, and super blockbusters and stuff. So there's no way anyone is gonna be noticing you. So we say, okay, we know we can experiment with the advertising because we never did it before. So let's try this. Let's give it a try, and it actually worked. You need to have some budget because the budget for advertising is expensive. you need to spend money for this, but it is worth it, because the money you spend, it comes back then a little bit more, and then it generates some organic backing. Okay, so it's worth it. Maybe you should consider some advertising from the beginning, not just the last week after you did. Then we have a video from Jim Sterling, who did a 10-minute video just discussing the campaign, just scrolling down and making jokes about everything, and that was like super crazy. We have this super amount of traffic coming from this guy. That was just some lucky strike you have. And then this, by this time, the Kickstarter reminds everyone that has interest in the project that there is only 40 hours left, and then some of them come suddenly to back the project. And then finally we ran a second Thunderclap campaign, this time with only 400 supporters, and that was it. And then by the last time we achieved this 66% number. And I would like to point you to this address down there, production.s. This is my blog. I will be publishing all the details about this experience in there for you to check it out. Okay? And that was all.